What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in to take a very quick look at hoverboards, or skimmers as they're called in Destiny 2, which actually are pretty fun. So we'll talk a little bit about how we can pick them up, but also what they actually do. On top of that, there is a quest that we need to complete in order to retain this vehicle after the Guardian Games ends. So we'll touch on that momentarily as well. And so initially, when we look at the perks right here, they have skimmer controls. I'm playing on a controller right here, but if you press the right trigger, you can take to the air, or if you press crouch, you can grind to the air, and that literally does exactly what it sounds like. So you can do a sort of jump on the thing, but also on a cooldown, you can simply grind in the air and more or less float around continuously with it. So there are some interesting combinations of tricks that you can do. On top of that, the bumpers on controllers will actually rapidly turn the skimmer around as well, which is pretty cool. On top of that though, they have custom drive, an expertly tuned NLS drive providing the best possible performance, and tuned drive, an improved propulsion unit which has received some specialist tuning. So pretty interesting stuff in terms of how you actually acquire these things. There is an opening quest for Guardian Games, where you need to equip the class item and complete an activity. Once that activity is complete though, we need to return to the courtyard and speak to Eva Levante. She'll ask us to deposit our medallions, and then there's another quest that pops up on Zavala and Shaxx. And at some point at the end of those steps, we'll actually get the rare version of the All-Star Vector Skimmer. Now this version will actually expire at the end of the event, but if we complete the drop-in quest, which is one that Eva gives us when we pick the skimmer up, we can complete any of the following objectives to earn the skimmer in an exotic form. So that includes getting 1200 medallion score during the event, earning a top 10% score in Nightfall challenges, or opening focused activity winners packages. Now the medallion score will simply be a slow grind throughout the course of the event, and focus activity winners packages of course will roll out depending on the scoring week over week. So the fastest way, and actually the hardest way, is to earn a top 10% score in Nightfall challenges. And as we've seen from previous events, this requires quite a bit of coordination. It's not one that we've completed just yet, but I'm sure some guides will be coming out on how to get a top 10% score, as of course it will be slightly different to what we had in previous years. Either way, you can also grind it out with the slower objectives, and as long as you get it done before Guardian Games concludes in 3 weeks, then it won't really be a big deal, as far as I could tell, the All-Star Vector is the same vehicle whether it's the exotic variant or the rare one that we get given as part of the event. The only other mention is that there is a way to purchase an exotic skimmer via the Eververse store. It's a totally different item, but it's the Winged Wolf, which is actually part of a bundle with the Galahad gear on the front page of Eververse, and it comes in the gear bundle, which is 2,500 silver. So if you're impatient or you just want to collect the other variant, then the Eververse store is an option to get an immediate exotic skimmer right there. And there we go guys, they are pretty fun actually. They seem to be a legit replacement or other option alternative for sparrows, so not disappointing on that front, and you can actually do some pretty cool stuff with them. I'm no doubt we'll see some interesting skimmer montages coming up, but just wanted to talk about exactly how the hoverboard component of the update works. So I hope the video has been useful guys, and if it has, a rating below very much helps us out on the channel. Also be sure to get subscribed and I'll keep you posted with more Destiny content. But otherwise, I hope you guys have an awesome day.